All right, we are back with a look at our All-America linebackers, and apparently we run a 4-3 here at CBS Sports. 4 D linemen, 3 linebackers, and those 3 are Heisman finalist Jabrill Peppers, Butkus Award winner Reuben Foster, and Vanderbilt's Zach Cunningham. Made that game-winning tackle against Georgia. Now, Peppers told us in here on Saturday he'd prefer to play safety. Made an impact, really, guys, wherever he was put, Randy. Offense, defense, special teams, whatever.
You know, at his size, he's going to have to be probably a safety. And maybe early on, they do let him return a little bit. They're not going to use him at running back and receiver and all that. But he has a real nose for the ball. He's one of those guys. I would compare him to a Pete Carroll strong safety. You know, Cam Chancellor, Keanu O'Neal down in Atlanta, that type of player as a safety. A guy that can be an impact player, but also once he gets his hands on the ball, look at him.
48 solo tackles, and he can play in so many positions on special teams. When you can kick return, punt return, you're so valuable, as you mentioned with Coach Carroll's team. Any team like that that's looking for a playmaker, and he loves to play. I noticed the personality he had with you guys. This guy will be fun in the locker room because he loves football.
And he told us he was dialing it back a little bit. You know, Heisman weekend, he was dialing it back. By the way, Dennis Dodd in BJ's chair. BJ's going to break some things down for us in a moment. But
I could have sworn that was BJ.
Same haircut. Reuben Foster from Alabama, 3rd in the SEC with tackles with 94. But this was his first year kind of moving over to where Reggie Ragland was and operating from like the pilot seat of the defense.
And he brought some athleticism to that position that Reggie Ragland didn't have. Now remember, in the preseason or in the offseason, he lost about 15 pounds to work on his athleticism a little bit. God. He means business, man. He is a tone setter at that middle linebacker position and does everything that you want a backer to do. He has enough speed and athleticism to be able to carry long speed out of the backfield, so he doesn't create a one-on-one matchup for the running back, so coaches can't take advantage of that. I think on the next level, he's probably a will linebacker or an inside backer in a 3-4 system, but, man, he is a downhill dude, Randy. You used to know when you play against a backer and you come up to that second level, he's the type of dude that would headbutt you and butt you up.
Shock you, be gone.
Yeah, he goes right through people.
He does. I saw him play 6 times this season, and the way he does that, he's almost like a linebacker with safety speed. Wearing number 10, he doesn't look like a linebacker, but he's that good. How would you like to be the best linebacker at Alabama, guys, where you're not only compared to the guys on your team, but every year in the offseason, C.J. Mosley comes back, Reggie Ragland now comes back, Rolando McClain comes back, and there's 4 other top draft choices on that team. He stands out.
Yeah, he rose up to the occasion there, too. Leonard Fournette, who decided he's going to go pro, not a big surprise, but he said that Reuben Foster hit him the hardest of anyone he faced in college. All right, another linebacker who we mentioned who maxed out this season, Vandy's Zach Cunningham. Our linebacker, Brian Jones, standing by to explain how Mr. Cunningham excelled this year.
Well, guys, all those attributes you were applying there to Reuben Foster and Jabrill Peppers, well, this guy possesses them as well. Zach Cunningham, the junior, watch his football IQ and anticipation here. When you're talking about that football IQ, do you have a sense and a feel for the game? Well, he has a tremendous sense for it. You see him shooting the gap there. The offensive guard didn't have a chance here out in the slot position. Do you have cover skills? Get a little depth and then break on the ball. Put that foot in the ground and get upfield and make a play on the football. He did it here. Crucial moment between the hedges, 4th and 1. He's already had about 10 or 12 tackles in the game. Worked through all that trash and still get to the ball carrier. Utilizes his hand, bending those knees. That's why you lift all those weights, so you can shed those blockers and get to that ball carrier. That's what this young man does. 119 tackles on the year. Whew, he's a bad one.